So I'm going to be giving everybody a tour here of VanillaSoft, which is my favorite CRM for final expense telesales. And what I'm really going to do is just kind of give you a full walkthrough. You can always request a demo by checking out the link in the description of the video. But I am going to go through what I like about VanillaSoft, why it's my favorite CRM. And yeah, that's really it. So this is the first page you go to when you log in on the admin side. So there's an admin side right here, and then I'm going to show you a caller side in a second. So if you go to caller, then there's going to be a caller side here. Okay. So there's I'm just going to the YouTube sample lead project, and there's no contacts to be routed. So this is what it tells you when there's really no one there, when there's no one to be called. But what you have to do, you have to upload leads on the admin side. You do all of your admin stuff on this end. You can add contacts. You can get reports for call reports. You can view contacts that you imported. You can export the contacts. You can remove duplicates. All types of different reporting options. You can customize the different fields that you'll be able to see on the caller side. You can change different. If you find my content valuable, please subscribe to my channel, turn on post notifications, and watch other videos on my channel. If you send me a screenshot showing that you're subscribed with post notifications turned on, I will send you a free copy of the rebuttal to how we handle people who tell us they already have insurance when we first call them. Phone call scripts, you can add lead sources, you can create teams. If you have multiple people using this, you have workflows, so you can have like routing order of leads that you have in there. So, and you can have email templates, result code based emails, SMS stuff. I'm going to go through these one at a time. Call recordings, this is huge. 100% you want to have call recordings on here, guys, so you can listen to your recordings. Page layout, it's going to show you how you have the panels. And then integration for leads coming in, leads going out, Zapier integration. That's what I've used before with this Zapier integration. So if you look at my other videos on how to make final expense Facebook leads and final expense YouTube leads, you can actually integrate them right into Zapier here, so that you can have Zapier essentially throwing the leads into this project for you. So it's really cool. Bottom line is a bunch of stuff in here. So there's, oh, I didn't know they have this. This is new purchase contacts. Maybe you buy leads from them or something. I don't know. Who knows? It would make sense that if they are a VanillaSoft, if they are a lead vendor. So what I'm going to do here, first off, we're going to go to import contacts, and I'm going to make a quick little sample spreadsheet here. Okay, so I just have a sample little web sheet here. It has just random names, right? So lead 1 through 13, fake phone number, fake email, city and state. But what I'm going to show you as an example of how you can upload these in here. So say you've got this list of leads, and you go into your contact and reports, you go to import contacts, okay? And then you click choose file. And I'm going to download this thing. Let me just save this here, and it will save. And right here, recruit upload. Here we go. So now there's different mappings that you can import, which I'll go through in a second here. And you're going to want it to add contacts. Now, if you're adding a ton of contacts, like after you've already had a bunch in there, I would go to add contacts, skip duplicates. Or if you're having leads directly put into this system, I would do add contacts, add and update contacts. But I'm going to show you what that is in a minute here. So I'll just show you right now. So what this means is import mapping. So what you can do, you can save a map. So if we go to the caller side, what we're going to see here is some mapping options. Well, there's no one in the lead yet, but what it means is you can preload how you want the leads to be uploaded. For instance, if you depending on the name and everything else. So if you wanted to have it mapped, I'll show you what that is in a second. We're just going to add contacts here. Sometimes you may want to skip duplicates and have them not do anything to the duplicate. Sometimes you want them to update the contacts. Like, you never know. You could get a new lead twice or something like that. So now we go to import wizard. Now there's different things here. So it has name, middle name, last name, suffix, title, company, address, all that stuff. And you can custom make these fields, okay? So I added some custom fields in the bottom here, which I'm going to show you. I added ones for the application. So I put like relationship of the beneficiary, the favorite color, the client, or favorite whatever if there's a security question, date of birth, a coverage amount if they wanted one, do they smoke, who's their beneficiary, the best time to call them, link to lead qualification call if it's a telemarketing lead. I put a field for their health conditions, medications, current coverage, all that stuff. So all this stuff for the application, which I'll get into in a minute on the caller side, but we're just going to go name, and then phone right there. Cool. So what this is, now you import the contacts, and what it's going to do, it's going to take all the contacts from the spreadsheet that you have and then upload them in for the caller on the caller side so that you can call out to them one at a time. Now what you can do here, you can save this mapping. So you can save, I'll do it as YouTube sample lead project map. So what this does is it says that next time, assuming that you get all your leads in the same format like this, if all your leads came in the same format, what it would allow you to do is just select that mapping next time you go to upload, and it'll automatically preload all these things to here. So now I'm going to hit start import. And it's processing some contacts. It's probably just going to take like 2 seconds to upload them. Yep, already done. So now what we're going to do, we're going to hop over onto the caller side. And I'm going to show you what this looks like when we have some leads in here. So we got lead one. Oops, see, you know how before we couldn't see anything. Now we can see some things. So we don't have anything in this column here, which we can add. On the left side here, we have some stuff. So we have lead one. I didn't have a last name in there. We can have their address if we'd like. We can have where they live, city, state, zip code, their email, their phone number, voicemail drop. This is really cool. So a voicemail drop, what this does, this allows us to call the client. And if they don't answer and their voicemail picks up, we just click one of these buttons and we drop it. So for instance, for COVID, right? When COVID hit, a preloaded voicemail I had was, hey, it's something like this. It wasn't verbatim, but it was like, hey, this is Justin with SLS. I'm just reaching out because you had requested some information on the state-approved burial programs, and it's been a ton of requests now from the COVID response, there's been an overwhelming response rate because of the coronavirus pandemic. So if you would like to learn about the rates that we have available to keep your family protected in the event of the worst case scenario, just reach out to me. I'd be more than happy to get you some free information. So I wouldn't have to say that every time. Their voicemail would answer and I would just click that and it would drop the voicemail. And you can create a bunch of different preset voicemails for that. So you can have like follow-up one, which would be like, hey, Justin, just calling you back about the final expense appointment that we had set. Looking forward to speaking with you. Thanks. Or, anything you want, you can have in there. So lead status, you can change your lead status to if it's a follow-up, if it's a warm lead, sold lead, or dead lead. Dead as in, hopefully they're not actually dead. There's a referrals tab I put in here, so name, number, relationship info, and then in the lead information. So I customized all this stuff, and it's really cool. So I put like favorite color, field, date of birth, coverage, how much coverage they want, do they smoke, who's their beneficiary, the best time to contact them, if there's a link to a telemarketing lead qualification call. As I'm going through the script, I want to put in their health conditions, their medications, any current coverages that they have, what carrier they qualify for, the plan they're applying for, their age, their height, their weight, their state of birth for the application, their social, the date of their first draft, the name of the bank, the account or direct express number, the routing number, the doctor's name, city, and state, the aptical or tele-interview ID number if you want that, and then the face mount they're applying for. So you can really customize this however you'd like, which I'll get into a minute here. And then there's this other tab here. So in this other column, you can put things like your sales script. If you'd like a copy of my script, just email me, jbe@thejbe.com. You can put it in here, and you can have it so that your script just pops up right here and click through. I didn't really like with the script there, to be honest. I liked having it printed out, but there's some people love it in here, and they like having it there. I didn't. I didn't like clicking through it, but some people like clicking through it. I prefer to flip pages, but that's just me. So now there's a comment section over here too. So this is where I'll put information about the lead. So as you're talking to your lead, it's very, very important to make sure you're recording like everything that they tell you. Every time you call too, because what happens is you're going to leave a comment here. So I'll do like YouTube example comment. My subscribers are the best. Please subscribe to my channel and click the bell notification. Okay, so if you'd like to subscribe to my channel, then that's awesome. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to hit no contact, like I didn't talk to them. You can also customize all those things there too. So I'm going to do lead one. I'm going to search for lead one, and look, voila. We go to lead one here, open it up again. This is a door with an open sign, like open the door to the lead, I guess. And you're going to see I have a comment down here, YouTube example, yada, yada, yada. So that every time you follow up with your clients, you'll be able to see a record here. This is not the fanciest CRM, but it's exactly what you need to make sales. Like, you can tell that the people who made this have done outbound sales before, because that's just like, or done telesales before, because this is exactly what you need. So you can customize these things as well right here, these little disposition codes, so you can have it be sold, no answer, left a voicemail, send a text, email. You can also have it too, so that when you click on one of these, it automatically sends a text message to the client. So I'll show you how to do that in a minute. You have to enable SMS. You don't want to put any links in there, because it usually goes to like their text spam filter if you put a link in it. You hit results, there's some other things here, like set up a callback. It lets you set up a callback for a callback date and time. You can actually synchronize this with your calendar too. So there's a lot of cool stuff. You can put people on a do not call list. Also, you're going to have different lead projects here. So you click down on this and there's going to be a bunch of different lead projects that you'll be able to go through. And there's a calendar. So you have a calendar up here too. So as you set your appointments, they'll pop up on this calendar. So I'm just going to go results, and I'm going to do set appointment. And I'm just going to say I set an appointment for today at 10. We'll do it for tomorrow at 10:15 a.m. So we'll just say lead status, follow up, result, call, and save. Now what's going to happen is I'm going to go to my calendar up over here. So I click calendar. And I have, see, tomorrow at 10:15, I have call lead 1. And then you can look at it as the week, or the work week, Monday through Friday, okay? So this is really cool. Now, you can view all your appointments from here. What you can also do is you can integrate your calendar into this somehow. I don't know exactly how to do that, but there is a way to do it. Go to My CRM, and then there are some other, show you how many calls you have for the day, who you've contacted, and if you've talked to anybody, reports, stuff like that. Okay. You can also search for contacts here, edit contacts, and add contacts. You can upload documents on the admin side so that you can see documents in here too. So this is super basic. Once you have text enabled, there's going to be My SMS. This is going to show you like a bunch of different text messages that you have open. This search project here, or this search here, you can click this, use this to quick search in the lead project. If you want to search in all lead projects, you have to hit this plus with the $sign. There is progressive dialing on this too. So if I just hit my name and I go down to dialing info, okay, what it's going to show is I have SMS enabled and also progressive dialing. So you want to have progressive dialing on, because what this allows you to do is this lets, every time you hit a disposition code, it's going to call the next lead. So meaning anytime you hit one of those blue buttons on the left side of the screen here, it's going to automatically call the next lead. This drastically increases your efficiency in the amount of people that you can call in a day. So voicemail drop, okay? So voicemail drop, this is where you can put see requested info on Facebook, just reaching out. So this is a no contact voicemail I have as a voicemail drop. You can create these. There's instructions on how to make the voicemail drops here. And you can link your email account with VanillaSoft as well. It has to be a paid email account, so you have to have your own domain for it to work and link up with it. They don't use like free ones like Gmail, stuff like that. They can get into trouble for that. Tax. You can search your contacts here. And yeah, that's it. Enough of the boring contact stuff. So custom fields. So now what field customization is, this is where I was telling you where you can have referrals tabs, lead information, and you can actually add a tab here if you'd like. Okay. So you can do custom tabs, right? So you can create tabs, lead information, referrals, stuff like that. You can add so much more stuff onto there if you want. But what I did is I just did my custom fields and I put my lead information right here. I want it simple. Phone fields, so mobile and home. And if you want to click this one to enable SMS in it, you have to pay for the SMS license, a couple more bucks, but it's well worth it. Another thing that's really good about VanillaSoft is that the calling, what it does is it uses local area code presence, something like that, so that when you call people, it doesn't show up as like scam likely or telemarketer or anything like that. It's so that you can actually have a better chance of getting on the phone with people. So there is a call script section here too. So you can have it so that you have your script in here. And like I said, if you'd like a copy of my script, just let me know. There are workflows, so you can have routing order, like how would you like leads to be called. it's really important if you have agents that are working under you that you set calling periods. So calling periods is like Monday to Sunday from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. local time. Okay, so that way people aren't calling outside of like legal dialing time. You don't want to get in trouble with that. Here in email, you can create email templates. So there are different email templates that you can use and that you can create here, and then you can use these as like preset email templates. On your caller side next to the phone button, there's a little email button, and you can use that to just send out an email, and you can do result codes based email and SMS. So this is really cool. So say I do no contact, okay, and there's a first call, no answer, Facebook lead. So if I do no contact and I have this as an automatic text, so what I would do, I'd have a separate result code. I'd be like 1NC, like first no contact, okay. What do I do when I hit that? It'll automatically send them a text message and say, hey, this is Justin. I'm reaching out because you requested some information on Facebook about burial programs. Just want to make sure I can get you that information as quickly as possible. Let me know when you're free, or whatever, right? So you can have a text message that you have. You do that in SMS templates here. So you hover over here, and then you go down to SMS templates. Okay, and then email templates, it'll be the same thing. So if you made an email template, you could have it automatically send an email when you hit that disposition code. So SMS template, you can add a template. So I would do like a new template, sample template, add template. And then you can just put the message here, and then you save it. And you can send a test to yourself if you'd like to. And then once you have it in there, I'll do hello test. And here, and then once you have it in here, you can go to result code based SMS and emails, and then we'll just receive right here, sample template. Then I hit save. So every time I hit no contact, it's automatically going to send that text message to someone. So I would have the result code however you want it, but make sure that you're not sending someone the same message like twice. That looks kind of corny. So this is how you can automatically send them text messages and emails, and it's really cool because not only can you leave a voicemail drop, but you can also send them a text message and email just by dispositioning the lead. So by hitting the result code, if you have progressive dialing on, it'll send a text and it'll automatically start dialing the next lead. Now, if you do that for a long time and you're calling hundreds of leads, that saves you a ton of time over the course of the day. You can send mass emails as well, for sure, like email blasts. Then you can go to document library. So in the document library, this is really cool. So you can what I would do, I would upload brochures, I would upload agent guides, I would upload copies of your script, really whatever you want into here, into the document library. That way when you're on your calling side, you can go into the documents tab and you can see all the different folders and all the different documents that you have saved right in your documents library. So it's a great way, especially if you have new agents and you like charge them to have access to the CRM, obviously, because you gotta pay for their profile. So like if you charge them to have access to the CRM, you can customize all the stuff on the back end, and then they have access to it, and it makes it way easier for them to access agent guides. That way they're not hitting you up like, can I get a brochure? Like, I've probably been asked if someone can get a brochure from me for like 1,000 times by agents, right? Because when I started, I didn't have anybody to help me, so I had to go. Well, I did, but it wasn't the same. I can't say that. I did, but it wasn't like we have. It wasn't like hand holding. So like I had to go on the agent on the carrier's website, or use a Dropbox that my upline had filled with all the different brochures and agent guides that are already in it. So you can take those and put it in here so that you can have a master directory for all of your agents too. So this is a super cool feature. And then also dialing and recording. So dialing and recording. This is showing if you're going to have a call recording on, and then in audio review, this is where you can search for the different call recordings. So this is huge because, guys, this alone is worth the price of VanillaSoft. I promise you that. This alone is worth the price because you're recording all your calls, right? And when you're done your sales, you want to go back and listen to your calls. The sales you get, the sales you miss, you want to listen to all those calls because you're going to pick up so much on them. It's like when professional athletes listen to game tape or watch game footage, right? Like, where would these pro athletes be if they couldn't watch themselves play the game? The best ones watch the most footage. So apply it to what we do, right? You're trying to be the best. Watch a lot of footage, meaning listen to a lot of your sales calls and critique yourself based on the other training videos and the other training that you've done and other successful agents that you've seen. So this is the panel layout. So just like the different panels you have, you can have 1 panel, 2 panel, 3 panels. Remember, I have the different panels on the, so I have like emails, attachments, referrals, lead information, which is like height and weight, all the lead info on the column next to the, or in the panel next to the contact information. Then the middle panel was blank. So like what I could put here, I could put like a script right here, right? Or text messages or a map. You can put a map, is really cool. CMV HUD, I didn't know that you could do that. That's really cool. You can add a Connect Me Voice HUD to it. So that's super cool. So you create a web tab, and so you can create another tab from this cool. So CMV HUD. So CMV HUD. This is a game changer. I'm gonna get in now that I've. Also, let me get into this real quick. So if you want to integrate leads, so you may have leads coming from a website, you may have leads coming from Facebook, stuff like that. You can have it so that your leads automatically get integrated into this. You can call VanillaSoft and have them help you set it up. I've done several Zapier integration setups on my channel. You can Google integrate Zapier or YouTube it for a video. It's really easy. It's a program, Zapier. It's for if you're running your own ads and stuff, then when as the leads are generated, they automatically get put in the CRM. That's huge. So what I'm going to show you next, guys, is a cool thing called Connect Me Voice. So this is actually the phone line that VanillaSoft uses, because some of y'all may have been saying like, where is the phone? So this is Connect Me Voice, this little thing right here. This is actually what calls are made out on. So when you click a button to here real quick, when you're on the caller side, you actually have to click the phone button and it will start calling out through this thing here, through VS Connect. That's what this app is. Connect Me Voice or VS Connect. Okay, when you click this, it automatically starts calling through there. There's a dial pad, there's a contacts list, there's a favorites, there's a call history. And you can also, cool thing about this is you can change, your headset devices, stuff like that, but you can set shortcut keys to automatically answer calls, hang up calls, redial. So you can just dial with your keypad. It makes it so you can dial people so fast. Okay, cool. So here, this is Connect Me Voice. So the reason why I like Connect Me Voice, I'm going to go to HUD and HUD Grid. So what this does, this is just going to show you some of the people that I have on the phone right now. Okay, so if it shows who's making calls. You can have up to like 50 names on here, but yeah, so there's a lot more names on here. Actually, a lot of these people don't even work here anymore. But yeah, so you have a bunch of these names, and it shows you who's on their call. So you can actually, like this one, you can click the ear button to monitor. Let me show you. Let me zoom in a little bit and show you what that's like. So you have your this HUD, and it shows you some people who are on the phone, the agent's calling, and you can click this ear, and you can listen into their call. And you can coach them through their call. And by hitting certain buttons on the keypad, you can talk to the agent so that the client can't hear you, or you can jump in and talk to both of them at the same time. Okay, so it's really cool because that's such a game changer. If you have new agents starting in telesales, in order to help them and coach them, you got to be able to jump in on their calls and help them close sales. It's a game changer. So that is huge on this too, to be able to like jump in on people's calls and help them make sales. It's like monster game changer. And there's also stuff too, so like they can go and view their voicemail from here. People can listen to their call recordings from here. They can run reports for their dials and stuff like that. So it's really, really cool. Overall, I mean, that's why I love VanillaSoft. It's super easy to use. You can customize all the fields however you'd like it. You can have it so that it's fast and very efficient on the dialing. It's very easy to organize. You can have it so inbound calls come in on your line here because you're assigned a phone number. You can have local area code present so that other people don't see that, like it doesn't come up as scam likely or spam likely. You can have SMS message templates. You can have email templates. You can do email blasts. You can do so much stuff from here. There are other CRMs that have more features, but VanillaSoft is the CRM for dialing a high quantity of leads. Because like lead 2, I call them 3 times in a row. You always triple dial. They don't answer, no contact. Okay, lead 3, I call them 3 times in a row. They don't answer, no contact. Okay, so I just keep ripping through the leads, and this is the way that you can call a ton of leads in a short amount of time. Oh, see, I just got a call there. So they just called me back. Or it was placing the call. I mean, they didn't call me back. The first call is like delayed usually. Now, when I hit, it's because I hit no contact. So once I disposition the lead, it's going to start calling the next lead. So I hit the disposition, and it may be weird since it's a fake number. See, it automatically started calling the next lead there on me. So that's why this is super. I absolutely, completely love the CRM. It's simple. It's easy to use. You can integrate your leads into it. You can customize it however you want. I hope this helped you guys. If you are interested in learning how to generate your own final expense leads on Facebook, just click this video right here. You're going to learn how to make your own leads on Facebook, and then you can integrate them directly into the CRM so that as people fill out lead forms, you'll be able to just get these leads automatically integrated into here, and the people at VanillaSoft can help you do that. I'm not going to walk through the whole template, the whole walkthrough of that here right now, but if anybody would like to know that, if you're already doing that and you buy VanillaSoft and you like to know how to integrate them, let me know. I'll help you out, but I'm not going to show you if you're not going to buy VanillaSoft and you're not running your own leads. It doesn't make sense. So cool. That's why I think you should buy VanillaSoft. If you like VanillaSoft, there is a referral code in the description of the video. I do get a percentage of the revenue if you click on that link and use it, but it's going to be the same price either way. And I'm not talking about this because I make money off it. It's literally like a very, very small amount that I would make if you signed up to it with my discount code. It's not even a discount code, with my affiliate code. I'm doing this because I love the CRM. I will not use another CRM. I can't imagine myself using another one. And I've used it for several years now, and I've never made any affiliate money off of this before this video here. So if you do decide to get it, I would definitely appreciate if you could use the link in the description. It would be super cool. It would help me. Takes me a lot of time, energy, effort, and money to make these videos. So I hope I was able to provide some value today. Once again, just click on this link right up here. You'll see the video card pop up, and you'll learn how to make your own final expense Facebook ads. And there's actually a Zapier tutorial on there, and all you'll have to do is add VanillaSoft to it. Thank you.